The Pacific Ocean, world's biggest ocean, is always considered as the backyard of the world superpower, the United States of America. This ocean has always protected America from the rest of the world, because this ocean is so big and vast that no country is capable to attack America through 165 million square kilometer or 60 million square miles big ocean. Even though with such humongous advantage, only one country in the history have challenged the USA, and that country was Japan.
Japan had provoked the US in the Pacific War.
In December 1941, Japan challenged the mighty USA by attacking Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. This war for Pacific dominance lasted for almost 4 years, which resulted in American victory. With the Japanese surrender in mid-August of 1945, USA cemented Pacific Ocean as their backyard. With this victory, every country feared to challenge America in the Pacific. Even Soviet Russians did not attempt to challenge them in this ocean. But in recent time, after almost 6 to 7 decades, there is one country which has shown some courage to challenge America in their own backyard and wants to snatch the title from the face of America. You guessed it right. It is China who wants to dominate the world just like America, but in a dictatorial way. But how China is increasing its influence across small island nations of the Pacific, and why China wants to dominate the Pacific Ocean.
Diplomatic trouble may be brewing again between China and the United States.
The simple reason is that China is an expansionist state and wants to expand its territory, whether it is its land or territorial waters. This expansionism ideology is the core of Communist Party of China. It was first dreamed by Mao Zedong, and now President of Communist China, Xi Jinping, is carrying the false legacy of communism. China has always tried to attack its neighbors' territorial integrity, like India, Bhutan, and countries bordering South China Sea. And now, this time, China is challenging territorial integrity of small Pacific island nations through its debt trap policy. Countries like Samoa, Fiji, Tonga, Cook Island, and many more have become victim of this debt trap policy. You will be wondering how China is increasing its influence by giving debts. Let's take a look. China has surplus forex reserves, that is, they have power of dollars. China has around $160 billion as forex reserve, which is highest in the world. It is all possible due to its manufacturing ecosystem, which makes China a manufacturing superpower. With this extra cash in bank, China goes on to give loans to those countries who are already in economic slowdown or facing economic crisis. This huge sum of money attracts these economically devastated countries, even if it means to pay huge interest rate, which becomes huge burden on the economies. Then this loan is invested in loss-making projects like airports, shipping ports, and many other projects which China chooses itself, only to make such project a failure. Once the project starts to fail, China starts taking undue advantage of these poor countries through its discriminatory loan policies. The terms and conditions through which loans are distributed are constructed in such a way that the borrower cannot repay the principal or even interest. Once the money is blocked and borrower is not in a condition to pay its debt, China starts acquiring national assets of such countries in exchange of breach of contract. One of the most popular examples is Sri Lanka's Hambantota seaport, which was handed over to China in a 99 years lease. China is again using its money to trap small island nations in Pacific. With this money, this ocean is becoming the ocean of debt. China's main plan is to acquire as much islands in the Pacific to convert it in its military, naval, and air base. With this huge power projection, China can bully neighboring America-friendly nations like Australia and New Zealand. If China is successful in acquiring those islands, it can pretty much pose a serious threat to American Pacific territories like Guam, American Samoa, and Northern Mariana Islands. China has actually moved the first step in this mega-Pacific chess game. by entering into military pact with Samoa, which enables China to increase its military and naval presence in the territory of Samoa, including its waters. This challenges the influence of America and Australia in the South Pacific. Since China is moving such bold moves, what is America planning to maintain its influence? America has moved its chess pieces by hosting the U.S. Pacific Island Forum Summit. In these 2 days summit, America recognized the Cook Island and Niue as sovereign and independent nations and pledged to open diplomatic relations. U.S. had fought the war against Japan in Cook Islands in World War II, and the President Joe Biden has recognized their importance in the world stage. With opening diplomatic ties and strengthening its relations in Indo-Pacific region, America wants to decrease the increasing influence of China in this region. In a statement, Biden said, "The history and the future of the Pacific Islands and the United States are inextricably linked. The United States' recognition of the Cook Islands and the establishment of diplomatic relations will not only strengthen the ties between our nations, it will help ensure that our shared future is more secure, more prosperous, and more free for our people and people around the world." This shows that America wants the Pacific region to remain free from Chinese debt trap policy and wants them to grow and prosper with maintaining their independence and sovereignty. After America's move, it is now China's move, and we will see how China responds on this development. We hope this video provided you with a clear insight into what's truly happening. If you found this content informative, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also press the notification bell for more updates on the latest events. Your support keeps us motivated. Thank you.